So hello team, I hope you are well, fine and good. Welcome to this another video session. So in this video section we will be discussing about AI powered threat and why it is actually targeting the critical infrastructure. Everything we will be discussing in detail. So before that, if you are new to this channel, please do a subscription to Cyberverse Explore and get the latest update regarding any cybersecurity news. So it is very difficult for me to analyze this or write this for you all. So please support this channel and please do a subscription at least, folks. So what actually the warning is over here? So US government has even started giving warning, including NSA, CISA, FBI, DOE and EPA warns an active threat using AI generated exploit script against critical infrastructure organization. Okay, so what actually happened here? The threat actor actually uses AI generated Python script to target Siemens S7-series PLC. Okay, so actively is broader than Siemens PLCs. Okay, so here the goal is to have a reconnaissance and capacity building or development. Okay, then so how do attackers find PLCs? Okay, so how do they actually find? So they uses internet scanning services. Even it includes Censys and ZoomEye. Okay, so these were the two scanning services they actually used, where they actually look for PLCs that have internet exposed, along with that which actually start running in outdated software and which is poorly protected, having insufficient segmentation and weak access control are the main targeted entries. So which are the Siemens PLCs targeted series? One is 200 S7 200 300 400 1200, and it has a series of this, and 1500. All the CPU variant including F series safely controllers are also become a bait of this. Okay, so F series safety controller are highly critical. Okay, then discussing how are they attacking. So how the actual attack happening? So here the AI actually helps to generate exploit script using public info, vulnerability and libraries. Along with that, it actually has a custom Python script which actually uses library like Python, Snap7 and SnapDLL, okay, to interact with PLCs via S7comm protocol. Okay, it can read and write these kind of things. One is PLC memory configuration data, ladder logic program and many more. Okay, then attacker objective. One is having a reconnaissance, initial access, credential access, capability development, not capacity, sorry for that, denial of service, potential manipulation and exploitation. Potential impact: one is disruption of industrial processes along with safety incident, okay, are also one of the critical impact. Then sensitive data compromise, compliance violation, scattering impacts across internet connected system. So why is this very dangerous? One is PLC compromise. You will have process manipulation and real world consequences are also one of the part. So here AI lowers the barrier and time to develop sophisticated ICS attacks. Okay, so yeah, multi-stage AI attacks, Taiwan case. Let us discuss about that. Here what actually happened, observed in July 1 and 4 2026, where AI framework using Herman and OpenClaw 8 specialized agent working in parallel. Okay, where a SSO exploitation credential attack which leads to JWT bypass and captcha brute force. Then it has reconnaissance across portal, APS scanning and admin panel bypass, then CV resets, vulnerability chain testing and leading to a supply chain targeted assessment, and having a password spray and OCR captcha bypass and have a deep API endpoint exploitation. So what actually happened? Found hidden API endpoint, harvested employee username, password spraying, exfiltration about 2000 plus personal records, 7 SSO client secrets, 6 internal DB credential, internal network IP ranges, expanded to supply chain nuclear agencies, email system, 7 plus energy companies, and also established persistent backdoor are one of the critical most things about what actually happened over here. So the result in 4 days, one is 1395 file generated, 85 compromised credentials also been found, thousands of records exfiltrated, persistence access to state infrastructure, where speed plus scale plus of AI attacks is new reality. So what operator should do? What the PLC operator should do? One is remove PLC from direct internet exposure. We need to do that. Strong network segmentation. PLC framework design or engineering software update. Use strong access control, least privilege, monitor PLC communication, protect engineering and workstation, monitor for unusual Python and tool execution. So what SOC and IR team actually do, one is network, identity, application and endpoints are the most critical thing. Coming to the network, we need to have a proper scanning, S7 traffic, unexpected connections, password spraying, unusual behavior, where we can identify the actual identity of the attacker. Application, hidden APIs, JWT attacks, CAPTCHA bypass or abnormal patterns. Endpoint, Python execution, unknown script, PLC library connection. So the big takeaway from here is AI is compressing the attack lifecycle. Defender must be fast, smart and more prepared than ever before. So please do a subscription, stay alert, stay secure and protect what actually matters, folks.